I want to try to break his structure a little bit. So I'm not pulling with my arm. My arm is now a function of my body and maybe a little step back. Then I'm going to insert this hand in, and then I'm going to press down like I'm shaking out a towel. I'm going to stay connected to my partner. So I'm here. When I turn, it's like, this is the feeling, like I'm blocking and reaching. So just be careful you don't lumber into it. But essentially, my opponent is to the rear, so I have my awareness is now that direction, way out that direction, and then I drive through. That's this. Here. That's the feeling. So I make like a rolling pin. That feeling. Oh. Yeah. So it all began for me 53 years ago when a 12-year-old boy walked into a dojo, and I recall distinctly being impressed by what I was witnessing. And certainly it was physically very dynamic, and that was impressive. But what really captivated my attention was this sort of connection, this kind of stillness that I saw in the eyes and actions of the participants. I remember distinctly everyone was standing in a ready stance, and I was sitting off to the side and they were looking to the front, but I was very aware that they were very aware that I was in the room. And even as a young person at 12, I said, wow, this is not only a really dynamic expression of our physicality, but this type of deliberation or attunement almost spoke to a spiritual experience. And I think in today's culture, we're really preoccupied with the utilitarian, the purely utilitarian, and I know that because oftentimes on the YouTube channel, people will say, well, would this work on the street, or why is he attacking with a oitsuki from 9 feet away? And I would argue that it's not simply a fighting science, that what we're looking at is a complete educational system to help you find a greater connection to your own existence at some level. And if that's the case, then I would say that is self-defense, like to totally live connected to the blessing of your life. And lessons learned in the dojo and that state of being as opposed to just doing something is then extrapolated out. So in my journeys and my effort is as a bit of an evangelist to keep that experience alive for the next generation, because I think in today's culture we feel this kind of disconnect, not just from one another, but the environment or just our own life experience. And what I would like more than anything is to perpetuate this experience for other people so that they will find as much joy and fulfillment as I have. And as my teacher one time said to me, then the dawn will rise on another tomorrow.